Man, it's the hardest question that you're going to be asked on the board, and you need to be ready. Coming up. Hey, welcome to the channel, friends. Man, as always, I am stoked to see you. So I'm getting ready to go to work, and I'm thinking about the hardest question that I'm going to ask you on the promotion board, on a competition board, on a SAMC board, any interview process that you're going through. This is hands down, man. It's the number one question that you're going to be asked that you're not ready for, right? And that's the thing, right? We get in and we deep dive and we peel back the onion on all kinds of questions that we could be asked. And we know it, man, right? We've read all of the knowledge. We've got all the right answers. We know the questions that are going to be asked, and we regurgitate them. And yet this one question we don't spend enough time on. And truth be told, it is probably the most important question that you have to get right, man. You have to get right. And if you don't understand what your answer is, and if you can't communicate what your answer is, then the whole thing might just be a wash. And I don't know what it is, man. You know, I think sometimes we just don't think this question is going to be asked of us, you know. I think sometimes we think we know what our answer is, and so we don't spend any time saying the words out loud. And so this question is, why should you be promoted, right? Why should you be selected above your peers? Why should I choose you over anybody else for this position, right? And that it's a personalized question, and I think that's probably why we don't spend any time on it. And it requires us to sell and pitch ourselves above other people sometimes, right? And I think we don't generally, you know, we don't want to have to do that. We don't want to have to show and demonstrate ego or pride or narcissism or anything. And so we shy away from being able to answer this question properly. But it's something that you have to put down into words, whether you type it out and just see how it feels and then sound it out, and then talk to your friends, talk to your battle buddies, talk to your peers, and say, how does this sound? Talk to your senior. You know, when you're getting ready to walk in, talk to a mentor. Say, how does this tell the story that I'm really trying to tell? If I say this, are you going to hear what I want you to hear? Because a lot of times we say things, and right, because that's how communication is, right? You get three elements to communication: what I said, what you heard, and what I meant for you to hear. And too many times we get in the habit of thinking that if I say something, it's going to be understood properly. Well, if social media has told us anything, it's that that's not how that works. You need to spend some time on this. And I think if you keep a basic definition of leadership interwoven in and through your answer, you may find that it may tell the story, because your story can't be because you want more money, right? I'm gonna kick you out. You're not gonna get hired, man. You're gonna get fired. But if it's interwoven with the definition of leadership, if a good definition of leadership is somehow strung in and through your answer, then I think you're going to find that your story that you're trying to tell is going to be in there. Of course, you know, the definition of Army leadership is to provide purpose, direction, motivation to accomplish the mission and improve the organization. So, you know, when you're answering your question, if you talk about your performance and your potential has been demonstrated, and that you're ready to enlarge your vision and increase your ability to influence more people in a positive way, it's going to enable them to create better futures for themselves, to create better soldiers, you know, as it were, and it's going to enable your a team's ability to accomplish the mission in new creative ways, right? You're going to get after those mission essential tasks, and you can spit those out. And in so doing so, you're going to be able to create a better team, a better organization. Because even down at the team chief level, so for me and my unit, the team chief is that cog, at least in my perspective. And I try to make that a reality for how I operate. I believe that team chief, that first line supervisor, is the cog. That cog is the center of gravity. It's where everything is nested in. And I know there's a lot of pressure that's coming down, but it's the truth, because that's how my organization deploys, is in teams. And so that team chief has a lot of weight. But if I have strong team chiefs, man, my organization is awesome. If I have weak team chiefs, then everything else is falling apart. So my junior soldiers, if they can come into a promotion board, right, and they can tell me that as a team chief, as a sergeant, I am ready right now, able to provide purpose, direction, and motivation. Man, I've been tested already. In the short time that I've been in the military and in my life, I've been tested. I've seen the good. I've seen the bad. I know what works for my foxhole and what's not going to work as a team chief. I've demonstrated good judgment. You can trust America's sons and daughters in my charge. To get out there with them and to be with them, to show them what right looks like. I want to get out there and counsel soldiers. I want to provide that purpose, direction, and motivation. I want to be with them as we get back to the basics. We start getting after things like counseling, as we mentioned, and CamoNet and lower TI, and be able to shoot, move, and communicate. Even as we're getting after our mission essential tasks. I want to get out there, I want to do some sergeant's time training with my guys, and I got a plan to do that. I want to get out there and I want to get after PT. I'm going to lead from the front. I got a plan that I know that is going to enable everybody to make their current weaknesses their future strengths. And in doing that, man, it's going to improve my team. And my team improved will improve my platoon. My platoon improved will improve the company. My company improved will improve the battalion. And that's why I stand ready right now to be an NCO, or to be, the NCO of the quarter, or to be a staff sergeant, or, just whatever it is. But you need to bring all of these things out and put them onto the table. And it's okay to sell yourself, man. If you don't sell yourself, you're going to sell yourself short. It's great listening to the ducks. It makes me remind me of my wife. I don't know if this is her cup or my cup, but whatever. And I think that they're trying to tell me I need to get on the road and make it up to post. So we're going to cut this short. And speaking of which, I'll probably talk about this later when I talk to, speaking more to, section sergeants and platoon sergeants. And, I mentioned it, but talking about America's sons and daughters. And I think, we have to remember, if you're a board member, this is what I'm looking for as a board member. And so I don't want to speak to other people. I want to speak about and from myself. I can't say yes, select this person to be an NCO, to be a staff sergeant, to be a soldier NCO of the Corps. Then my number one question for myself, because you see, I get it. I'm a little bit older, right? I got three kids, and one of them's 18, and another one's almost 21. And so my question is, would I trust my son or my daughter in your charge? If I can't look at you in the eye and be like, you know what? I think I'd be all right with you leading my son or my daughter. Then it's a hard no from this guy. That's just how I roll, right? I got to keep things real. I got to keep it authentic as to the best of my ability. So I hope you enjoyed the content of the video. If you did, make sure you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell, and don't forget to share it out to some of your battle buddies if you think that the content may be of help to them on their journey. We'll keep this conversation rolling. If you got any questions, comments, or anything, man, leave them down below, and we'll get to them, and we'll just keep this conversation rolling. Man, as always, until then, y'all, you stay out there and you keep grinding.